Trump is now admitting that tariffs cause inflation because he just scrapped his tariffs on beef, coffee, tropical fruits, and other commodities in an attempt to lower grocery prices. Look, the president is hell-bent on affordability, and he's flexible in adjusting policy to get there, but if tariffs are the main cause of inflation, food inflation is at 3.1%, which is nowhere near Biden's food inflation, which peaked at 11.4%. What the heck caused that? Well, that was the COVID recovery. I'm not saying tariffs are the only cause of inflation, but Trump removing tariffs to hopefully drive down prices is literally admitting they're a contributing factor. Well, an MIT study showed that 42% of Biden's record inflation was caused by government spending, particularly the American Rescue Plan in 2021 that artificially pumped $1.9 trillion into the economy. Yeah, I mean, that was a COVID recovery necessity. I mean, the vaccine had already been developed at that time and the economy was already coming back. Okay, we can always relitigate the past, but right now Trump is finally conceding what we've been saying for months. Tariffs are a tax, so why would we tariff food? I mean, Goldman Sachs just released an analysis saying American consumers are already paying for 55% of the tariff cost, which is expected to rise. Look, as the MIT study showed, the biggest driver of inflation tends to be deficit government spending. If tariffs can reduce the deficit, we'll see some crossover effect of lowering of inflation, which is a lot harder to track, but will happen. And just to be clear, food tariffs have been one of the lowest categories of tariff revenue, so the tariff policy by and large remains. Wait, I thought Republicans have been clamoring for years that the deficit is a spending problem, not a taxing problem, but your solution is to cut taxes for billionaires, yet raise taxes on consumers through tariffs, which are regressive taxes, by the way, as poor Americans are disproportionately hurt by rising consumer good prices. Yeah, I just didn't see you complaining about inflation when it reached 40-year highs under Biden. Trump has a two-pronged approach. Bring prices down, but also bring manufacturing jobs back home. Hard problems never have easy solutions, which is why the president is flexible. Well, the Trump administration also just announced they may never release October CPI inflation numbers, so the question is, how bad truly is inflation if Trump is cutting back on his beloved tariffs to try to combat it? Well, there's no CPI because of the Democrat government shutdown. Thank you, though. Thank you for finally admitting tariffs are a tax. I didn't say that. Great.